For centuries, the story of Jesus has been shaped by faith, tradition, and theology. But what if we set all of that aside and look only at the historical evidence? Just what historians, archaeologists, and ancient writers agree on. Today we break down the real historical Jesus explained without myths. Almost all professional historians, Christian, Jewish, agnostic, and atheist, agree that Jesus of Nazareth was a real historical figure. Why? Because his existence is supported by multiple independent sources from the 1st and early 2nd centuries. These sources include Christian writings, the Gospels and the letters of Paul, non-Christian Roman sources, Jewish historical texts, and archaeological findings confirming the political world he lived in. Even historians with no religious belief conclude that Jesus really lived, taught, gathered followers, and was executed. History becomes powerful when people who do not believe in someone still write about them. Tacitus, a Roman historian, AD 116. Tacitus, one of Rome's greatest historians, wrote that Jesus was executed under Pontius Pilate during the reign of Emperor Tiberius, and that early Christians spread across the empire despite heavy persecution. Tacitus had no interest in promoting Christianity. His writings are considered extremely reliable. Josephus, a Jewish historian, AD 93. In Antiquities of the Jews, Josephus describes Jesus as a teacher, a performer of unusual deeds, and someone believed to be the Messiah by his followers. While some lines were likely added later by Christian scribes, the core of the passage is accepted by most scholars as authentic. A Roman governor wrote to Emperor Trajan asking how to punish Christians. He noted that they gather before sunrise and sing to Christ as to a god. This shows that within decades of Jesus' death, his followers already worshipped him. His followers rapidly expanded, and his movement was hard to stop. While archaeology cannot prove miracles, it does confirm the world Jesus lived in. Findings include the inscription of Pontius Pilate discovered at Caesarea, proving Pilate was a real prefect exactly as described. Synagogue ruins from the 1st century in Capernaum and Magdala, locations mentioned in the Gospels. Ossuaries and burial customs matching the time of Jesus. Streets, houses, fishing villages, and coins that match gospel descriptions with surprising accuracy. The letters of Paul, written between AD 48 and 65, are some of the earliest surviving Christian documents. These were written within 15-20 years of Jesus' death. Paul personally met Jesus' closest followers, Peter, James, the brother of Jesus, and John. That means Paul had direct access to eyewitnesses. His letters confirm several historical facts. Jesus was a Jewish teacher. He had disciples, he was crucified. His followers claimed to have seen him alive after his death, and the movement spread quickly across the empire. These early sources leave little room for Jesus to be an invented figure. To understand the historical Jesus, we remove supernatural claims and focus only on what the evidence supports. Most historians conclude that Jesus was born in Galilee. He preached about God's kingdom. He taught in parables. He challenged religious authorities. He attracted crowds and disciples. He performed acts people described as healings. But the man at the center of the myths was real, influential, and historical. Whether one believes in the miracles or not, the impact of Jesus on world history is undeniable. A Jewish teacher from a small village with no army, no wealth, and no political power shaped the beliefs of billions and changed the course of civilizations. The historical evidence does not explain everything, but it tells us enough to know that Jesus lived, he taught, he gathered followers, he challenged authority, he was executed, and his movement survived against all odds. Understanding Jesus as a historical figure does not weaken the mystery. It makes his story even more remarkable.